Welcome back, everyone. This is Clinton Hitman, your captain for today. We will be going to New Zealand for something absolutely insane. I'm just showing you some still frames right now so that you can get an idea first before we fly of where we're going and what I'm talking about. Yeah, that little dot that you saw was that. And on Google Maps, it looks like it's been a smudge. But then actually flying over it, you realize that it's a perfect circle of trees. It was a perfect circle until whatever happened right there. I mean, why would someone build a perfect circle to intersect into a volcano? Is that even a volcano? So the reason why I'm doing this is just because I've been researching this thing called the Mudflood for the past year now. And apparently this has been something that has been circling for quite a while. And it's basically our past has been rewritten and our history has been, well, we've been lied to about our history. Something like this, so now I'm going up the mountain, just want to show you some still frames. It looks like a road going up there. I'm going up the mountain and it just looks like tracks and roads that just circle around this mountain. So what was this? Was this a mountain? Was this a big massive tree, like literally? Or was there many towers of Babel? And that's why we see that, I was putting, quotations, an explosion next to the circle. And then also, if you notice next to these big mountains or volcanoes, you'll see these round mounds. So we'll fly by and check them out. So here we go. I mean, look at that. That is a perfect circle. If you were to superimpose a circle and put it over that, it is 100% perfect. That doesn't happen in nature. And these mounds, those pimples or whatever you want to call them, those for some reason pop up around supposed volcanoes or mountains. So sit back, relax, and you don't have to agree with what I say. I know that this is a channel that I primarily use for gaming, but at the same time, I'd like to incorporate some of the conspiracy stuff that I'd like to cover too, that I'd like to share. So it started this here with this mountain, and then once again there's like a mound, a dome on top. And at first when I was flying around it, I don't think I really noticed any of the tracks. I think I was kind of like, wow, this is weird. There's like a perfect mound on top. And I was really focused on this huge circle. So I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the flight, and I'll be back to check on you in a little bit. mean, tell me that doesn't really look like just a big tree was there. And yeah, I know you're probably thinking like, well, if that was a big tree, how the hell would we get it cut down? Well, there's that bomb right there. That's one way, is to bomb it and let it catch on fire. And we're talking about, I mean, I think they added 1,000 years, if not more, to our timeline. There are some proof to that. I mean, all you have to do is just look at things and discern them from yourselves, like for yourself. Like there's coins that's, that say a different date than what, the official story is. Oh, official story says it's from 1779, or 79, but yet, I don't know. There's all kinds of things that just don't really add up. I mean, it's this, the planet that we live on is now, we now live in a prison planet, and we have to do whatever they say. The land was free. We used to just live on the land, and energy was free. And then just all of a sudden, there was a great reset. And we've been lied to about our history. We've been lied to about our past. We've been lied to about our timeline. I mean, even now, we're lied to. We're told on CNN, the most trusted name in news. We're told from CNN just blatant lies that can be fact-checked right now. Like, actually, you already knew what they were saying was wrong because you already knew what was right. So if they can just keep lying to us in the news, even though we know that they're lying, how long have they been doing this? How long have they been lying to us, and what have they lied to us about? Something like this, I'm going to look into it, and I mean, I don't even know the name of this mountain. All I know is it's in New Zealand, and there's another dome there you saw. But whatever they say, I don't even think they're going to say anything. They're probably just going to say it was a volcano and it got erupted, like that's the easiest thing to do. I mean, these historians, they were born, in the same generation as we were. These historians, they don't know shit. They get told from the government what to do because they are only allowed to survey land if the government allows them, So if you don't say what they want, they're going to defund you. I mean, it happens nowadays. If you go against the jab and you say like, my wife is pregnant and she cannot take the jab, and then the job says, well, I'm sorry, but you're fired. I mean, what the fuck, dude? So if they don't care about us now, what makes you think they have ever cared about us? I mean, that is a perfect circle. Look, there's nothing else around. There's absolutely nothing else that looks anything like that. This was probably a central hub to this whole area. I mean, let's say the two options. That was either a big-ass tree, a tree of life, that just everyone lived on. Like in that movie Avatar. That could have been the tree of life. Or it was like a Tower of Babel. And, the powers that be said, no, I don't think so, and then blew it up. The Tower of Babel, it could have been all different kinds of places, just trying to get up to heaven. If that was a tree, that was a big fucking tree. And if that was a tower, it could have been pretty dang big. I mean, who knows the technology that they had back then that are being lied to now, that we're being lied to about now. We all know that there was lost technology from the past. From ancient Egypt to, we're about to go see Machu Picchu next. Like, how do these things get built? Who builds them, and why was it built? We will never fucking know. They're never going to let us know. So it's really just up to us to kind of put the pieces together, make common sense of it, and, just be happy with the fact that that you're awake. I flew this high just to show you, like, just, I mean, how massive that is. Look at that. I live in Dallas, and I mean, that's probably bigger than from DFW, like Dallas and Fort Worth combined. Like, down in the bottom left is probably downtown Dallas, and then way over to the right is probably Fort Worth. And that's actually, yeah, that might be. That looks about that size. Because it might take about 45 minutes to drive across, like if that was straight. So, this is like a metropolis. If this was a town, this was a metropolis. If this is a mountain, if this is a natural form, why is there a perfect circle there of trees? And if you think that these farmers there did that, no, I don't think so. Because we're about to visit other places that is not a perfect circle, that the farmers just kind of, you know, they kind of like weave their way into. Why would normal people care about making a perfect circle around a mountain? I mean, there's no point in making a perfect circle of trees. Now these, who knows what is under there? I mean, it looks like it's glowing, whatever it is. But yeah, there's just, I mean, it's just, I would like to see the trees removed and just see what's under there. Who knows what it is? Now, if they're a byproduct of a bomb, that could be, because we typically see water next to like bomb sites. I forgot what the reason is for, but usually when there's explosions, there's also bodies of water. So either there's a building under there that needed that water, that could be a home. I mean, we don't know. I don't know what those domes are. I mean, a dome is a perfect structure for a dwelling, because it just handles so much stress compared to the weight. So they could have been ancient homes of the leaders, or a byproduct of an explosion. They just wiped all this out. So this is where I actually saw the tracks, and this is the first one that I saw. I was like, whoa, that's either a wall or a road. It's just going right up the mountain. Sometimes you'll see the clip stutter. That's because I've taken a screenshot. But yeah, that's a crater for a volcano. That's a pretty weird looking crater. And I think I was attracted to the road, so I was like, you know what, let's go take a look. Let's take a closer look and see what else we can find. And yeah, I see lines all over. In between, like the snow, you can see like these tracks or whatever. So, I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think in the comments. I mean, this is a fantastic flight anyways. I know the topic was a little bit weird, but, I mean, am I lying? Like, am I lying to you, or is someone else lying to you? Because I'm only telling you what I believe. So, to me, I don't feel like I'm lying to you about anything. I'm just telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I see. And you can make your own decisions if you believe it or not. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we all got to work our jobs anyways. You know, we all got to pay our bills and go through the rat race and try and make these videos, try and make some money or whatever. So really, the grand scheme of things, that this topic doesn't really matter. But what matters to me is these people they think we're dumb. They literally think that we'll just fucking do whatever the hell they say. Like, go get a jab. Okay. Wear your mask. Okay. No social distancing. Okay. Don't leave your home. Okay. Don't talk to one another. Stay 6 feet away. Everything they tell us to do, and we just say, okay. Well, you know what they can't keep us from doing? They can't keep us from thinking. So, just, you know, think about whatever the hell you want, but to me, this is pretty important stuff because they've been lying to us ever since day one. Ever since we've been born and indoctrinated in these fucking schools, they just tell us whatever the hell they want. And the teacher doesn't know any better. The teacher's been raised the same way. How is the teacher supposed to know when all she wants to do is get paid and make money, and whatever they say in the curriculum is whatever she does? I mean, probably drinks fluoride water anyways. So, yeah, I mean, if this is a volcano, this is the weirdest volcano I've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like, normally volcanoes are perfectly round. That could have been an explosion. We'll never know. But here's this video so that way you can tell, because this is a part of the world I will never see. I mean, that's why I do all these. Like, I research everything, and I really wish I could go there and inspect these locations. And this is really the only way I can. I mean, going on Google Maps and Google Earth is one thing, but you don't know what they're smudging. And yeah, sure, they do smudge things here, and they don't have the clearest images here, but you can get a good aspect of what these things look like. So, until the next one, I'll see you on Machu Picchu. Peace.